Next, the Bears are set to take on the Bucs as Chicago looks for win number 6 in their last 8 against Tampa. It's a Week 7 clash in the NFC, and it's coming your way next.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Bears offense ready to go to work here for the first time, leading them out the 11th overall pick of the 2021 draft, Justin Fields out of Ohio State.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Justin Fields, the quarterback, gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the initiation of the pressure of the NFL. Now, his athleticism can scare you a little bit because if he evades it, he can go a long way. But in the beginning, you want his eyes to go to the rush, not downfield. So bring those extra guys and see if he can handle it.
Off play action, Fields. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, They needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, Williams. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They snap it to Fields. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55. Charles, it's Tom Brady.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's a give to Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Fournette again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Brady. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa. The holding penalty, that puts him in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Brady now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now it's Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin, 76 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking sideline, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Brady now on 1st down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Now Brady again. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Brady to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Touchdown! Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. They're standing by as Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. Robert Woods, a touchdown reception. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in their ball game as they beat the visiting Washington football team. Aaron Rodgers, strong as ever, as his guys finished off the first half at 7-1. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
To throw is Fields.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Fields.
Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Let's go!
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They try the left side here with Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run it again with Williams. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Here's Fields.
And that is incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go! Double time! 380, head! 3 down.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Powerful running. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Fournette. Good footwork at the 30. Fournette fighting through. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Open man has got it. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. That throw by Brady incomplete. 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. They've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Now a throw here to his running back. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Throwing again on second down. Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it's going to be 2nd down. Going for it all. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch. Tomorrow.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Fields on 3rd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. But nothing doing there. They get to the 3, and that's all. Levante David in on the tackle. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Again, it's Williams. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
It doesn't seem like you can, but...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still fourth down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action. Now Brady. Looking middle. It's caught by Gronkowski. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette. Nifty move. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And we will play on here in overtime. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well, because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A yard in the wrong direction. motion. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Dancing to his left.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Bears, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.